Today I'm here with Jason. He is my volunteer. We're going to be discussing and performing the deadlift. As far as the deadlift is concerned, it's a compound movement, which is predominantly in the posterior chain. Some of the common faults that you might see with a deadlift is the hips being too low or too high, the shins not touching the bar, the armpits being further back behind the bar or in front of the bar. These common faults can lead to either injury or improper lifting technique. So Jason's going to step up to the bar and he's going to reach down with an overhand grip. He's going to attempt to make sure that his armpits are lined up with the bar, and he's going to pull the bar towards himself until it touches his shins. Now, Jason, we're going to lift your hips just a tiny bit. Perfect. Making sure to press all through your foot. You're going to pull the weight up, maintaining a neutral spine. Perfect. Just to a straight neutral, and then you're going to come on back down. We're going to perform about 4 reps here. Make sure those hips stay up a little higher. Perfect. Armpits over the bar. Yes. Good. There's 2. Hips a little higher so the knees are back. Perfect. That's it. Yes. Great power. 1 more, Jason. Lift those hips a little. Perfect. Neutral spine. Beautiful job. So I'm going to have Jason perform 1 more lift with this lighter weight from a different angle. Okay, Jason, let's perform the lift from this angle. Remember, we want to make sure our armpits are over the bar, our hips are in the proper position, the bar is touching our shin, and that we're loading the entire foot as we pull. Beautiful. Maintain that neutral spine. Good. And come on down. Beautiful job.
Strap.
Sure, if you need them.
Well, I'll try it out.
Okay. So we've loaded up the bar so that it's about 80% of his 1 rep max. And we're going to attempt this lift again. This time, making sure to maintain that neutral spine. Hips are up just the right height. Bar against the shins. I'm going to try for 1 to 5 reps. Pull back a little. Lift the hips. That's it. Pull. 1. Come on down nice and slow. There it is. Yes. Lift the hips. Neutral spine. 2. Good. Maintaining that neutral spine. There it is. Pull back. Yes. Lift. That's better. Good job, Jason. Beautiful job. So now we're going to move on to the bench press. We're going to start with a light weight, about 50% of his 1 rep max. And we're going to start with a couple of cues. The first is to try to make sure that the eyes line up with the bar before you even begin your lift. Jason, is that the case for you?
Get over my eyes.
Okay, perfect. We're going to place our grip to the outside of the bar, just a little bit. Perfect, right where the knurl ends. And we want to try to place our fingerprints on the bar. That's one of the big cues. So that's keeping your fingers on the bar rather than turning it into an extension or a flexion of the wrist. Now when we unrack, we're going to try to isolate the chest in this motion. So you want to come up high on your traps. Very good. Now as you come down towards your chest, we're going to try to keep the elbows in the midline and now push the floor away from you. Very good. As you come down, you're going to try to push the floor away. Good. Now push the barbell. Perfect. That's 2. 3. Let's do 1 more. Make sure to leave fingerprints right on that bar. That's right. Now push. Perfect. And we'll rack it back up. Very good. So I'm going to have Jason do 1 more rep at this weight from a different angle. Okay, Jason, do one more rep. Very good. Down towards the chest, push the floor away with your elbows and then press up. Beautiful job. Now rack. So we've moved on to a heavier weight for Jason, about 80% of his 1 rep max. We're going to try for 1 to 5 repetitions and really pay attention to the form. Again, Jason, we want to make sure that your eyes line up with the barbell, that you're sitting high on your traps, and that when we pull off this rack, you feel nice, secure, and steady.
Right in the middle.
Perfect.
Yourself right in the middle. Yep, I got it. You don't need your hands on it.
Beautiful. Push the floor away with your elbows. Push it away. Beautiful now. Follow through. That's right. Keep it high on your traps. There's 2. Let's go for 1 more. That was beautiful. We'll wrap it back up. Beautiful job, Jason. I bet that was.
You need another angle of that?
No. So those are the common faults that you're going to encounter with the bench press. Most of the time, we have found in studies that men tend to be more shoulder dominant in this move. This is part of the reason that there's a lot of shoulder injuries in men who weightlift and bodybuild. The way we can avoid that? By following form. Making sure to sit ourselves high on those traps, lining the bar up with our eyes, and pushing the floor away with our elbows as we come down, leaving fingerprints on the bar as we push up toward the ceiling. Thank you very much.
Good.